Okay, so let's get into the fun part, and this is where we're going to start creating our artwork. Now, for me, as you know, I'm going to be creating nursery decor or nursery wall art in this example. I want you to take what I'm doing here, take these lessons, take these step-by-step instructions, and just use them and implement them to go ahead and create your own artwork for your niche, for your passion, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we are going to start with our master list. We are going to go through this list that we have created. I've got, as you can see here, hundreds and hundreds of different listings, but I want to start from the top, obviously, and then go ahead and research which ones I feel like I'm vibing with, what kind of products catch my eye or that I'm interested in creating. So we want to start with popular products first, and then obviously products that we would like to create ourselves. So I went through this list, and within the top 10 is a safari nursery wall art, and this is a collection of 6 prints that would do really well in the type of nursery wall art Etsy shop that I would like to create for. So if I hover over this link, it's going to give me a preview of that link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that and open it up. And then I'm just going to dive deeper into it. So here we've got a set of 6 prints. We've got these safari animals with these little phrases above each one. I feel like this is something that we can use as inspiration for and recreate quite easily using the help of something like Midjourney. Midjourney, if you don't know, is an AI image-based software that helps you take your words and then turn those words into images. So I'm going to jump on over to Midjourney now. Now, I'm not going to give you the ins and outs on how to actually use Midjourney. If you want to learn how to use Midjourney yourself, I would highly recommend just jumping onto YouTube and then just typing in Midjourney for beginners, and then that way you can learn all the basic skills you need to be able to use Midjourney. But in this tutorial, I think it'll just be helpful if I show you how I create the wall art using Midjourney, and then you can go ahead and either do the same or use that as inspiration to create your own. So what I thought would be cool is if I created this wall art, so these images, instead of just them being the actual safari animals, what if I created them with those cute floral headbands or that headwear, just to make it a little bit different to what we're seeing here, but still being in line with that safari nursery decor. So let's go ahead on over to my Midjourney account, and I'm going to share with you how I'm going to come up with the artwork, and then we're going to take this into some other programs to really make it a high quality art print that we can use. So let's jump on over to Midjourney. So here you can see that I started mucking around with some prompts. Now, I actually purchased a set of prompts from Etsy so that I could use it within this course. But if you are looking for any type of style prompts, I would just recommend going on over to Etsy and just typing in Midjourney prompts for whatever kind of artwork that you're looking for. Sometimes it can be hard to recreate these in Midjourney just off the cuff. So using a paid prompt that you've collected can really help out in this scenario. So in order to get this prompt, all I did was typed in the message here, the message section, / and then imagine. And then I went ahead and copied this prompt. And then here is where we are going to edit the actual object. So let's run through the prompt here. So we've got an adorable watercolor baby giraffe flower illustration for kids, wearing flower crown in the style of hyper-realistic animal illustrations, soft and romantic style, light beige and pink. This can all be changed, and then some other details about the actual art prompt itself. You can change anything in here. You can change obviously the object, which is the giraffe. You can change the flower colors. I would leave these as is to keep it consistent. And then you can also adjust the ratio too, if you like. So if you just wanted like a 1:1 ratio, or if you wanted to stick to the like a 4:5 ratio or a 2:3 ratio, you can also go ahead and do that here. Now, because I want to create a set of 6 of these and I want to use different animals, so what I can do is alter this prompt in order to get 6 different animals. So let's go back to the example that we were creating. So here we've got a giraffe, an elephant, a tiger, a zebra, a lion, and a rhinoceros. So if we wanted to create all those animals, all I need to do is go back to Midjourney. Here where it's got giraffe, I'm going to put in a curly open bracket here, and I'm going to type in giraffe. What did we have? Let's go back. Elephant, tiger, zebra, lion, and rhinoceros. Let's see if that works. And then close the bracket. So now we're going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different animals. And I'm going to keep it as a light beige and pink, but you could change that to light beige and blue if you like, any type of color that you like. I'm going to hit enter on that, and let's see what Midjourney comes up with for us. We want to go yes on that. It's going to ask you if you want to do multiple prompts. Okay, so Midjourney has finished doing its thing. So let's run through some of the images that it's created. So we've got the giraffe at the top here. We've got the cute lion. This one here is really cute. The elephant. These came out really, really good. So we've got the zebras here. The lion. So if we did want the baby lion or the lion cub, we might need to alter this prompt a little bit, but that's okay. And then the rhino, they came out really, really good. So now from here, what you would do is, if you like them, you can go ahead and upscale them directly in from Midjourney, and then you would go ahead and use another upscaling tool to make sure that they're real high quality. But if you want to get another version of them, you can do so by just going on over. So let's say the lion one, where are we? Here, the lion one, let's say we wanted this to be more of like a lion cub. What you could do is you could rerun the prompt, and then I would put in here adorable watercolor baby lion cub. You could put something like that, flower illustration, and then go to submit and see what comes up for that. If we wanted more of the cub, I mean, this one here is fine, but you might be able to get some other options. So while that's loading, I'm just going to go above and start from the start. And then you would go ahead and select the one that you like most. If you want, you can click on it just to zoom in a little bit more to see which one you like. So I kind of like this one down here. So if I wanted that, I would go ahead and click upscale. So U means upscale, or V means like a version if you wanted like a different version of that. It's numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we wanted that one, it would be upscale number 3. So go ahead and hit upscale 3, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the others. I'm going to go upscale 2 on that one. Here I'm going to go upscale 2 again. This one I'm going to go upscale 3. This one we reran, so we'll have a look at that one in a minute. And this one I'm going to go upscale 3. Try and find ones that don't have too much background, although we can remove that in my design, so that's fine. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I think this one here is kind of cute. So we'll go upscale 2 on that one. And it's going to upscale all of these images. So you can see here, these have been upscaled. The tiger, the elephant, the zebra, the rhinoceros, and the cute little lion cub. Perfect. So once you have got all of those loaded and upscaled, all you need to do then is just go ahead and start downloading them. You can do this directly from your Midjourney account, or you can go ahead and just click on the image itself and then go open in browser. And then what you would do is then go ahead and save that. So you could right click and go save image as, and then it'll save it to your computer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and download all of these images now to my computer, and then I'll share with you the next steps in creating and refining our artwork. Okay, so once you are back in your My Designs account, I'm going to run through the process on how you can use My Designs to upscale and also remove the background images of our upscaled Midjourney images, so that way we can start using them in designs to eventually have for sale in our shop. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to the Listings tab here in the menu. So click on Listings. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the top here where it's got your folders, because what we want to do is we want to create a brand new folder so that we can, house all of the details and images and files that are going to be related to the actual products that we want to be selling in our Etsy shop. Okay, so go on over and click at the top here to where it says Home. So go ahead and click Home. And then what you want to do is you want to create a brand new folder and label it Art Prints or something like that, so you can easily access all the folders within that Art Prints folder. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Folder here. And here where it's got Import a Folder Name, I'm just going to add in Art Prints Shop Files, something like that. For now, let's leave default template as is. I'll share with you how you can edit this default template and create your own template to save even more time when you're inside of My Designs. So just go to Add New Folder. Very good. We've got Art Print Shop Files here. I'm going to add another file in here, and this is going to be all of my nursery art print designs as it relates to my safari animals. So I'm going to go ahead and go Add Folder, and I'm going to call this one Safari Animals Floral Designs, something like that. Call it whatever you like. And then again, leave default template as is and go Add New Folder. Then once you're happy with that, let's go ahead and click on that and then go Open Folder. And then it's going to open up a brand new listings folder where we can go ahead and start uploading our designs or our files that we've just created and then start editing them. Okay, so all you need to do is go to the Upload button, go again to Upload, and then here we're going to drag in those files. Now, before we do go ahead and drag in the files, what I like to do is rename the files that we've just created. So those images that we downloaded from Midjourney. So you can see here, all of these files, have these real elongated names. Just to make things simple, I would just go ahead and rename them exactly what they are. So for this example, it would be the zebra. This one is the tiger, so on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'm going to import them into My Designs. Okay, so now that they're all renamed, I'm going to drag them in and upload them. And then go Upload All. I confirm the action, so go Upload Designs. And then it's going to start uploading those into My Designs. Give it a little bit of time. As you can see here, it's about 1,000 megabytes. So we're looking at about, a size of 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. We do really want to get those pixels, closer to 3,000 or 4,000 pixels. And so we can do that in My Design. So I'll show you how you can do that. Okay. All right. So once they are uploaded into your folder, you're going to see them appear here. So this is going to be your main file, and then all of these file slots are where we're going to add in all of our additional files. So we're talking our files with our background removed. We're going to add in our upscaled images. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the very first thing I like to do is I like to upscale the images and then remove the background. So let's go ahead and select all of these. So you can do that. So all of these images that we've got loaded here, to select all of them, go ahead and go to the top here and go Select All. So now they're all ticked, ready to go. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to go to the Actions button, and we want to go to Upscale Image. So go Upscale Image. So we want to upscale the main image file. So we want to add in the output file slot a brand new file. So let's go to add new file slot. We want to rename this one upscaled. And now it's going to upscale the width to 4,000 pixels and the height to 4,000 pixels. Much better than the 1,000 pixels that we had before. Okay, so let's go to upscale image, go to I confirm the action, and then go to continue. And then that's going to start upscaling all of the images or all of the files that we had here within this folder, and it's going to do it all in one click. As we can see down the bottom here, so we've got our upscaled files of all of the images. So here we've got the upscaleds here, and so on and so forth. Okay, so they're all ready to go and upscaled. Now we are going to remove the background of all of these images in one click. So all you need to do, well, in a couple of clicks anyway. So all you need to do is we are going to go to actions. We're going to go to remove background. Then we are going to select our upscaled file. So go to upscaled, and then we are going to create a new output file. So let's go to add. We're going to label this one background removed. Click on that and go to confirm this action, go to proceed. Now, if you like, you can get a preview of the file, but I'm just going to go ahead and click remove background. My Designs does an absolutely fantastic job of removing the background so well, and it looks really, really good. Okay, so let My Designs do its thing, but you'll see how good the quality of the background remover is once it's finished. Now, if you are going to design a artwork with a white background, you're more than welcome to go ahead and just leave the white background as is, or not even use the background remover. But it is good practice to do so, just in case the background of the image that you've downloaded from Midjourney isn't quite like a perfect white. Sometimes it can be a bit of an off-white. So this is just good practice. Okay, so now we've got our background removed. So what you can do is you can click on that to preview it, and then if we double click, it'll actually give us a preview for all of the images. So here we've got the giraffe, these look great. We've got the lion, the rhinoceros, we've got the tiger and the zebra. They look fantastic. All right, so now what you can do is, and what I would recommend doing, is going ahead and downloading all of these images now, and then taking it into a different program such as Kittl, or probably Kittl or Adobe Illustrator, so that we can create high quality, high resolution images or print files with these designs. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let me just show you how to do that. So making sure that all of our images are selected, we want to go to actions. Then we want to go to download as zip. And then we are going to select our file slot. So now we want to make sure that we've got our upscaled and background removed image, which is this one here. And then we want to go to download as zip. Okay, so let's go ahead and download that. It's going to download to our computer just like we did before. And then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and import this into Kittl, which is a graphic design software similar to Canva, but the difference is that we can create high quality print images, and we can choose our own ratios, our own scale, and even our own pixels. Okay, so that's the benefit of using Kittl. Okay, so once that's downloaded, let's go on over to Kittl, and I'm going to share with you how we are going to create our own unique designs. Okay, so once you are in your Kittl account, what you want to do is you want to add a brand new project. Now, in the next module of this course, I'm going to explain in more detail how to create different ratio sizes, what type of ratios you might want to think about creating, and then what kind of width and height those ratios should be, so on and so forth. But all you need to know for now is that we are always going to be starting our art prints, so the ones that we're going to be using for sale, we want to start with a 2:3 ratio. I'll explain more about that and the reasoning behind it in the next module, but just know when you go to start creating your very first print, you want to start with a 2:3 ratio. Now, I like to start with the biggest size possible, and in this case, it's going to be 7,200 pixels by 10,800 pixels. Now that may seem like a lot, but what we want to do is we want to create the biggest version possible. And because it's always easier to scale down rather than to scale up. You're always going to be able to retain the quality of a print if you start with the biggest size possible. Okay, so go to Add New Project, and it's going to open up a brand new design, and then we're going to set our dimensions here. So like I mentioned, for our width, for our 2:3 ratio, we want 7,200 pixels, and we want our height to be 10,800 pixels, and we want our DPI to be 300. Okay, so once you're happy with all of those settings, all you need to do is go to the Create button, and it's going to open up our artboard here. Go ahead and rename that if you like. So I'm going to go and rename this to Safari Nursery Prints. Perfect. And then once you're happy with all your settings, so once you're happy with your settings and your file has been renamed, now we want to start importing all of those upscaled images into Kittl so we can start playing around with the design. So in order to do that, all you need to do is go to the upload section and then start uploading those files that we downloaded from My Designs into Kittl. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So the very first one we're going to start with is the giraffe. So all you need to do is just click on it once, and then it's going to insert it into your design. There we go. And then what we want to do is we want to just maneuver and position this into its spot. So if we are using our inspiration here, so this inspiration, we're going to want the safari animal here towards the bottom half, or the bottom third, and then we are going to have the text at the top. So let's go back to Kittl. So let's say we want to position this here. Now just keep in mind, depending on what ratios you are going to offer your customers, this design will either be cropped at the top or the bottom or on the sides. So just keep that in mind. So you don't want to be designing all the way to the edges, because for other sizes and variants, these designs are going to be manipulated. I'll share that more with you in a future module and a future lesson. But just know for now that you just want to make sure that there's, a decent size margin all around your artwork. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So now we want a little bit of text here at the top. So in order to add a text box, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is click the text box here, and it's going to open up your text box options. You can go ahead and see what they've got here in Kittl. But for me, I'm just going to start with a headline. So let's go headline, and it's going to add in a headline. Now, because this is a very big artwork, obviously when we insert this text box, it's going to be very small. So you might have to go ahead and try and find it. So just zoom in. Let's go ahead and select that and just make it bigger for now, just so we can move it around. So let's zoom out again. Let's go ahead and position this at the top. Now, depending on what you've got selected, you're going to have different options here. So now that we've got the text selected, you're going to have options to add a text color. You can add a border to the text. You can align your text. You can select all the different types of text. You can also upload your own fonts if you like. Sizing, alignment, and then other transformation tools as well, which is really, really cool. So you can warp your text, you can add shadow effects. If we go to effects here, you can add all these different type of shadow effects. So you can really, go all out when it comes to editing and customizing your text here. For this, I'm going to keep it quite simple. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and we are going to change the text. So we are going to change this to stand tall. Very good. Now let's go back to our inspiration and see what kind of text they have in their design. So if we have a look here, it's quite a simple text style. It's got like a handwritten kind of vibe to it, very thin lines. So I'm going to see if I can find something similar to this style font, and then we can work around that. Okay, so let's go back to Kittl, and then let's go ahead and see if we can find a text style here. So I found this text here. So it's Amatic SC. So let's go ahead and click that. That looks pretty good. What I might do is I'm going to make sure that it's all the same capitalization. So I'm going to do small and small. So that way it's all, all the same height for all the letters here. So fantastic. Now let's go ahead and just resize this. And currently this text is black. What I might do is actually maybe pick out a color from this design. So I might try and pick up one of these pink hues that you see here, just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to go to text color. I'm going to go to the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to try and select one of these deeper pink colors. It's got more of a red tone to it. Let's go to the eyedropper tool again. I'm going to go, okay. Again, it's got more of like a reddish tone. Let's go here, and maybe we'll take this over here. There we go, that's a bit better. And then you can just play around with it a little bit. Perfect. I think that looks really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure that this is center aligned. So just click on the text box. So we want it in the middle. Oh, sorry, no. So we want it in the center, and we want this to be in the center. Perfect. All right, so when you're happy with the way that your design looks, all you need to do is go to the export button, and you want to make sure that the width is correct, the height is correct. So we've got 7,200 by 10,800. We've got an export size of 24 inches by 36 inches, which is perfect. We want this to be in pixels, and we want the DPI to be 300. This is very important because we want to make sure that the print quality of this image is going to be of the highest quality. So that way when we are printing it at home, or whether we are printing it at a third-party printing service, you know that the quality is going to be fantastic. You're not going to get that blurring, okay? So making sure that that's 300 is very important. And this is something that you can't do in Canva. So using something like Kittl will ensure that you have that high quality, okay? No need to worry about removing the background because we're designing on a white artboard anyway. And when you're ready to go, all you need to do is go ahead and select PNG. So this will give us a high quality image that we can use for printing. So let's go to PNG, and then that's going to save it to our computer, okay? All right, so once you are happy with that, what you would do is you would go ahead and do that for the other safari animals. So that way we have a collection of 6 different art prints that we are going to upload into My Designs, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then once it's all done, I'm going to share with you how you can import this into My Designs so you have them all ready to go. Okay, now it's time to jump on over to My Designs, where we will start uploading this original design and then using My Designs to create our 3:4 ratio, our 4:5 ratio, and also our ISO ratio, all in a couple of clicks. Okay, all right, so let's go back on over to My Designs. So here we've got our listings all ready to go. So in order to get this set up so that we can create our different ratios, what I would suggest doing is creating a few new file slots so that when we are saving our canvases, they're going to automatically save here so we can easily access them. So in order to do that, what I would recommend doing is going to the template section. Now, when you do this, for the first time, you'll only ever have to do it once. If you save this template, you can use it over and over again every time you create a new listing. So set this up once and then use it over and over again. Okay, so let's go to template. If we scroll on over down here, you're going to see all of your file slots. So currently you've got your main file, you've got all of your mockup file slots, we've got our upscaled and our background removed file slots that we created. Now let's go ahead and create our canvases. So for a new file slot, you'll just need to go over here, and where it's got new file slot number 1, let's add this or delete that and put in 2 by 3 and go to add slot. And it's going to add it to the bottom here. Let's go ahead and add another one. So we want a 3x4, add slot. It doesn't really matter what you name it, just as long as you understand what this means. You can add like 2x3 ratio, 3x4 ratio. It's up to you, whatever makes it easier for you. And I'm going to go 4x5 ratio, add slot, and then we want to go to ISO. Add slot. Okay, so now we've got all of our file slots ready to go. I'll show you in a future lesson how you can use these. But once that's all ready, what you want to do is you want to go to Save at the top here. Go to Update Template and Designs. So go Update Template. Perfect. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go back to Template now, and I want you to go ahead and save this as a private template so that you can go ahead and select it whenever you create a brand new folder with brand new listings. Okay, so let's go to Save as Private. We're going to call this Artwork Template. You can write a description if you like, but I think Artwork Template will work fine. And let's go Save Template. So now we can go ahead and select that anytime that we want to add a brand new listing to our Etsy shop. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Let's go on over back to our collection now. And you're going to see here that we've got these brand new file slots all ready to go. So in this very first file slot, the 2x3 ratio, we're going to upload our original design. So just go ahead and click on that file slot, and it's going to say drag and drop file. So we're going to drag and drop our elephant design that we created. We're going to do that for the giraffe design, the lion design, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then once that's all uploaded, we can move on to the next step. Now, you just want to know that depending on the file size of the original artwork, and in most cases it will be a larger file, it may take a little bit more time to upload into My Designs. Now, this also depends on the quality of your internet. My internet seems to be a bit slow today, so it's taking a little bit longer, but once this is all done, we'll continue on with the tutorial. Okay, so now we have all of our original 2x3 ratios all added to our My Designs account. So in the next module, we're going to run through the different sizes, so the 3x4, the 4x5, and the ISO ratio. And I'm going to share with you how we can use the Canvas system within My Designs in order to go ahead and create our different ratios. So head on over to the next module and jump in to the tutorial lessons within that module to discover how you can continue on your creation journey. Okay, I will catch you in the next video.